Well, looks like you got a package, Dad.
That it do. That it do.
What the hell? Why are you being all weird?
I don't know.
Talking like that? What the hell, Dad? Well, for anybody who watched the latest video, you saw those things. And you might get an idea on what on earth Dad is planning to do. What are you planning to do, Dad? Don't actually tell him.
Okay.
Don't actually tell him. You can maybe hint, but no, don't hint at it. Let's open that daggone box. Now you can open your box. This came from our good friend Tom, who is kind of my Hemi guru. He's like my Hemi Jesus in a way. And Tom, if for any reason you ever stoop low enough to watch my videos, thank you again.
Right.
Grand reveal. Holy crap, Dad, you got a box.
Pretty small manifold.
I know, look at that, man. Look at that nice box you got there.
You sure that ain't for like a Vega or something?
I don't know. Well, that's money right out the tube. Well, I guess that's the end of the video.
Do that.
Okay, what? I didn't know you were getting a painted manifold.
It's orange.
It's orange.
Look at that.
That's really cool looking. It's been modified too. Look at that. It's got the better shit going on it. It's all been milled out. That's good. You know, if Tom did it, he did it for a reason.
Yeah?
Yep. So for anybody who doesn't know what that is, look at that. It's like new.
It's like brand new.
We gotta plug that.
Why?
I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. But I say we plug it.
Let's plug it.
But for anybody who doesn't know what this thing is, I mean, obviously it's an inline dual quad Hemi intake, but a normal Hemi intake will only fit Carters. This one is something special.
That's the front.
Yeah, front is with the Pentastar. A normal stock Hemi intake won't fit two Hollies, but a marine intake will. And these are incredibly rare and very expensive. You can still buy them new at like Mancini. But yeah, Tom hooked this up.
Cool.
Look at that. Look at that. Just look at it, Dad.
I'm looking at it.
Look how freaking cool it is.
If I could put my original hood on, that'd be groovy.
Yeah, and if we put the original hood on, that means I gotta paint it.
Right on.
That I have to paint it. It doesn't mean I want to paint it, but I guess I'm gonna be painting it probably. But that's it for today. Well, there it is, guys. Dad's new intake is on. Dad, what do you think of your new intake?
It's all right. Oh. Where'd them predators come from?
You said you wanted to be more drivable, right?
Right. Right.
Something about a pair of Predators that would just make it like perfectly cruise.
I think it would be just fine.
Oh yeah. That's why I got the camera. I want to see your reaction to the Predator sitting on there.
I don't think the hood's gonna close for sure.
Yeah, they're a little tall. Just a little tall.
It's a big old box.
Like a giant box that dumps gas. So the Hollies are on and we're just playing around with air cleaners. Got a couple of my Velocity stacks out of the storage bin. And Dad's gonna go get the chrome dome I purchased for him. And we're gonna see if it will fit potentially. The lid. We know the base won't fit because the base is for an original Hemi intake, which uses Carters and they're close together, they got smaller necks. This is the marine intake, spaced further apart for the Hollies with bigger necks, so there's a whole lot of differences. See if that some gun's gonna fit at all. Look right. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to turn your KB breathers straight up. But I like that look. I like that a lot. That looks pretty fucking cool.
Yep.
Well guys, check out what we have been working on behind the scenes for Dad. No big normal video on this stuff for this one. We just wanted to get it done. Oh, that fuel line looks really nice, Dad. Yeah. Dad's been doing all this, getting the Holly set up. He just filled the float bowls. Those are a pair of 450s. His linkage he made today out of some spare parts I had laying around. He's gonna see if he get the old bitch to fire up for everybody. Mainly actually for himself. He wants to see if he can get it fired up for himself.
I got no throttle.
I'm your throttle.
Here you go.
Yep. I guess I'm holding the camera. All right. Try it again. Yeah, if Dad would hook up the right wires, it might actually start right.
Electric choke don't go through the force and resistor.
Nope. Ain't running all 8. All right, you should be good now. How'd it sound on your end? 'Cause I can't hear shit.
Sounds good back here. It popped a little bit. Like it's running, you know, light lean on gas.
Yeah, it could be running lean too. Well, it's alive. Well, it's idling, but it's got a hell of a vacuum leak. That's why I couldn't get it to idle. It's popping. Yeah, its blinkers are working. Figured out the vacuum leak. The rear carburetor was doing all the sucking, so what I ended up doing is I turned it all the way in so it's no longer letting air pass through the throttle blades, because when you put your hand over it, you could feel this carburetor suck all the air, and this one was doing nothing. This carburetor was turned basically into a giant vacuum leak. So after I got this one no longer where they were metering properly, tuned this one down, and what you just missed is it was sounding great, and I revved it and popped the power valve. Because it just died. So it looks like I'm gonna be pulling that float bowl off, changing the power valve. But
Wish it running again.
yeah, unfortunately they didn't get to hear it running because it sounded pretty freaking good. No longer surging, it's running how it's supposed to be. We need to take your KB breathers and turn them the right way. Well, I'm not gonna end the video for you guys just yet because I want you to hear this thing. And we want to see Dad going down the road, so stay tuned. It might be a week or two. Hello guys, welcome back. Found out the carburetors did not blow a power valve. In fact, there was a vacuum plug back here and there was a cap on it and it blew off, so that's why it stopped running good. I've actually taken Dad's car around the block a couple of times, filled up with gas. You guys, fuel lines all done up nice, but we're going to replace those with something a little more sanitary, even though those look pretty cool. And we got the breathers turned right side up, gives it a cool look, and we still need to figure something out for a better air cleaner assembly. Problem is the height issue. As it is, those things sit right level with this right here already, so there's not a whole lot of clearance. So the air cleaner I bought Dad ain't gonna work. And we still got a little adjusting to do on the progressive linkage Dad made out of a kick down rod, which it works, fuck yeah, but he's working on I'm gonna TIG weld him up a throttle cable bracket. You know, you can buy these cable brackets on eBay for $34, $35. But just the way we like to operate, making our own. So are you just gonna bend it dead on the vise?
Yeah, we'll put that in the vise on that line, and then we'll heat it up and get a nice sharp bend.
That'll work.
And then we'll put our 2 holes in there wherever they need to be. And this will give us 2.5 inches up, and then you'll weld the little clamp deal.
Which I've already welded for you before.
We'll cut that loose and weld it right here on the top.
Well, that'll work. And instead of, you know, running back and forth between your car and everything, I got that other Hemi intake, that stock one. We can just set it up on the bench, on the trash can bench temporarily, but that's what we're gonna do today. Or I guess tonight.
We're gonna plasma it, or are we gonna...
If you want a plasma cutter, I'll get it down for you.
Well, we bought it to use, I guess.
Yeah, we'll show people how good you are, or how not good you are.
God. It'll always grind. It'll grind.
It'll grind.
What are you gonna do, Jetty?
I'm gonna cut this bitch like you do.
You gonna make it your bitch?
I'm gonna make it my bitch. Gotta get everything lined up. One square thingy cut out.
Kind of square. Kind of square.
A Mopar square. Yeah. Far from perfect, but it's a thing. You guys can see how that baby turned out. Woo! I can't see shit. I hope you guys can see it. Pretty good, but I'm gonna shove that in the oven and heat cycle it, heat temper it, so it'll give it different funky colors. But got TIG rod in my hand. We're about to weld up Dad's bracket. Well, we don't want it coming apart, you know? It's kind of an important piece. There you go. Look at that. These are not my prettiest TIG welds because someone didn't clean it good enough.
That's good excuses, ain't it?
But it ought to be plenty strong. Oh, we got a little porosity right there. Might have to come back and touch that up, but that's good enough. I'm done.
All right.
Yeah. Wow. You started the camera right as we finished.
Are you done?
I'm done now.
Extreme close up.
No, I just ground that weld down where that porosity was and re-welded it. As a purely, really? Yeah. You're not gonna make it as a cameraman.
Extreme close up. Right eye, left eye. Right eye, left eye.
That, really? Are you still fucking recording? You got a thing, Dad, where when I give you the camera, you just gotta point it at everything?
I've taken home movies forever since I was a kid. This is nothing more than a home movie.
Well, I know, but it's a home movie we kind of make money off of.
Except my 8mm going.
Well, I guess you could be sitting there making funky sounds if you wanted it to. Hot potato. Hot
Yeah, I
potato.
gotta go warm.
Hot potato.
Cool it off.
Hot potato. Hot potato.
Yeah. We'll cool it off. And then we got to paint it.
Yeah, we definitely got to paint it. Well, there it is. It's a bracket. It's painted black. It's drying. And Dad's trying to figure out what he's going to do next. All I know is we got to get our asses in gear and get this thing running so you guys can hear it and see it go down the road and see Dad's big old smile. Oh, I guess that counts right there. I guess we got to get back to work and stop bullshitting.
Yeah, let's go to Walmart.
Extreme close-up. Well, guys, we got a surprise for you. And by surprise, I mean everything's dialed in there. We did a bunch of tuning yesterday when Dad got home from work, and we're getting ready to go to the old Walmart, and then we're gonna go out to my uncle's place. But we're gonna take Dad's car because why not? So we're gonna give you a cold start. What do you say about it, Dad?
Time to start using it.
Time to start using it. I gotta get my phone, so I'm not prepared.
Okay.
Here we go. Whole lot better, isn't it? There is a dead spot still.
I'm thinking you can take that aggressive linkage out. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Up there.
We died. That ain't good. Uh-oh. Are we on fire? I don't have any tools. Well, as it turns out, the carburetor stopped getting fuel, which is strange. Dad said when he was underneath the car the other day, fuel filter looked kind of dark, which sucks because he put the fuel filter down on the frame rail over there in the ditch. So here we are. Well, there's the fuel filter. It still blows through. There don't look like there's much anything wrong with it, just discolored. So unfortunately, I'm thinking, we're hoping that it ain't that fuel pump, which was $100 and some odd Holley mechanical pump that is rebuildable. If that's the problem, that's going to be a kick in the dick, because I've got the cheap, generic, stock-looking ones on everything, and they're like 20 bucks, and they haven't ever gone bad. But if that thing went bad, well, we ain't gonna be happy campers. Well, so much for a triumphant video. You got to see Dad's car move for a little bit. Don't know what the hell's going on, but you know what? The car moved. Dad got to drive it. I took it around the block several times and never had an issue. But I think we're gonna call this video. You know, in a way, this isn't a complete waste. I'm driving Dad's car. I guess we get to enjoy the 68 Hemi Charger of Dad's simply by tow chain. So we just need to add in a little clip of engine sounds like manliness, horsepower. You know what I mean? Okay, I'm done now. You guys take care. Have a good day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Did you really think the video was going to end that poorly? I don't think so. I went a little high, but that's perfectly fine. We got a surprise for everybody. The demons are back. That's the wire they choked for. Oh yeah, you ain't got choked. We fit on the wires. I hate to say it, but those demons look a lot better on that intake than the Hollies ever did. And trust me, that hurts me inside. But those things just look right. We don't have a linkage set up just yet, so the back carburetor's just sitting there. But we got that fuel line right there from Allstate. And then Dad bent a new line going from his fuel pump all the way up. That's a snaky looking fuel line, Dad.
Yeah. First one though.
Yeah, first try.
No leak.
No leaks, yeah. I was gonna film the cold start and everything of the car. Fired right up. But I also had to check for leaks, so we want to make sure that it wasn't going to leak. But just listen to this thing. Man, that sounds good. The 450s, pulled them off, went through them, all new gaskets. I'm going to post them for sale. They should work a lot better. I found some problems with them, so I went through, fixed them, and they're ready to rock and roll. Of course, they need to be final torqued once the engine gets hot and all that fun stuff. Again, try and tell me that don't sound badass. That sounds like Jack Daniels and chest fur with a cigar hanging out of your mouth. And Dad's tach started working. That's good. So how does that make you feel, Dad?
I'm glad to see there wasn't no leaks.
And you're
Getting closer and closer.
and I admitted that your demons look better than Hollies do.
I think they fit the scene.
They do. They look bigger, beefier.
They make the scene.
That does look a lot nicer. I like that.
They look more Mopar with this.
Oh, they look like a pair of thermal
They
quads.
look like a pair of thermoquads.
But I like them more. The Hollies just, my issue was this is such a giant engine. Those Hollies sit in line, so they just itty bitty. I mean, there's itty bitty little carburetors with his intake going out into those mammoth valve covers and heads, and those things, they fit the bill. I mean, they're going to be harder to get dialed in than the Hollies will be, but they're working.
I think they'll do just fine.
And now we know the issue was within the cross ram.
Yeah, I seen that when I took the carburetors off and their gas just puddled. Just from driving it from the back up here to the front. Gas was just puddling.
So the word is cross ram, not a street manifold. No matter what anybody tells you. You want the marine intake. There's no factory stock intake here. Super cool marine Holley intake. We made our linkage. We are just gonna run the carburetors 1-to-1. That seems to work the best. Everything's all hooked up. Dad's got his chokes done. So here in a second, he's gonna turn that key and y'all are gonna get to hear her in all of her badassery. That's pretty easy. I don't see it going up in fire. I like the way it sounds. This thing has never sounded so good than right now. That's better today than I did yesterday. And unlike yesterday, my eyes aren't wanting to melt out of my skull from how rich it is. It's a good thing we got those chokes hooked up now. Damn. You scared the rocks. The rocks went all scrambling. That's awesome. Well, Dad, how was your little excursion? Is that a pretty good way to sum it up?
It ran pretty good.
Yeah, until you came pulling in the driveway and left a trail of shame. Tranny line gave out. One of Dad's homemade tranny lines. I don't know how it's possible. It literally broke off right at the flare. But at least, you know, Dad, on the bright side. One, you made it home, didn't burn up transmission. Two, the whole undercarriage is now coated with tranny fluid, which means it's not going to rust.
Right.
And three,
75 pounds of oil pressure the whole fucking way.
That's true. I was trying to think of something comical, like
I was gouging it every corner.
You didn't catch on fire.
And I thought I was on fire when I seen the smoke.
Yeah, and you broke your exhaust clamp, which
Well, don't show off my clamp.
I'm not going to show the clamp. It's a clamp of shame. But it's the way we do things with chain.
It's a get her done.
Hey, I think I would rather trust a chain than anything else.
I can't. Just because the nut came off, I can't blame the chain.
Yeah, it ain't the chain.
This is a dummy that didn't tighten the nut up after he changed the torque reverser.
Yeah. Are you going to get off the ground?
No, it feels pretty good.
But
I'm gonna wait for it to drip dry and cool off.
But stay tuned until tomorrow, guys. And stop interrupting the video, Dad. You're making it longer than it needs to be. Well, what are you getting ready to go do, Dad?
I'm gonna go to my class reunion. 40th.
Damn. Wow, that's been a minute.
Class of 1979.
Wow. Well, it's good to know that all this work is for nothing, because you've taken the car on, well, 3 technically spins. One ended with a tranny line busting, but the past 2 rides with 2 of your old high school buddies were successful, correct?
Right, yeah.
And what'd they have to say about riding in the old beast?
I liked it. They both said that it was faster than my old car.
Well, of course, you got to remember, these guys are also old.
They're old too.
Yeah, so fast to them is 40.
They're not really fast. Sounds like it has more power.
Well, it ought to have more power than the old 383 or 440.
The 383 was pretty bad.
Yep, they are.
Off to the race.
There you go. Godspeed. Well, what the hell was that? Man, it's running a lot better. That is a good looking fucking car. I don't care who you are or what you is. 68 Charger with a 426 Hemi. Don't get no cooler. Like, I literally can't take my eyes off Dad's car going down the road. I'm about to see him again. Man, that's a cool looking car. And all the work we've done to it in these past few weeks, worth it. Just that way he can drive it, enjoy it, and not have to worry about anything. If you guys enjoyed, which I hope you did, if you didn't, oh well, not my problem. Hit the like button. You know, if you're new, subscribe, because this channel's all about family time. Save memories of me and Dad, my brother, whoever else is in the video, our friends, and seeing Dad get to drive his car and not have to worry about it breaking down, that means the world to me. It just feels good in the heart knowing that Dad's enjoying his car finally. But I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. So take care, as always. Bye-bye.